This is going to be the first episode in a series I plan on making quite regular on my channel, and that's going to be Modern Warfare Remastered Power Positions. It's just going to go through some of the power positions on the map and how you should use them, like to get the most out of them, and how you should attempt to like counter them if you have to play against somebody that's using it against you. This first one is going to be one of the most well-known and most powerful spots in Modern Warfare Remastered, and that is top 3 story on Backlot. All you have to do is climb this ladder on the side and get up here. And then you can pretty much see the entire like playable area of the map. Even the areas that you can't see, you can see like the areas they have to go through to like get into like the hot areas of the map. This spot works really well in pretty much any game mode, but I think the best is probably domination because you can really lock down the middle of the map, which is where you want to lock down, and then like you can cut off the way they're going to be coming into the map. In this clip, I'm doing it on Team Deathmatch with an iron sight M4, so really not an optimal situation at all. For guns, you probably want something like an M16 or a grip RPD, something really accurate at range that also has a high damage. And for Team Deathmatch, like the spawns are kind of random. Like they flip a lot more often and it's harder to predict them. And I'm still doing a very good job of just killing everyone and not really dying. If you're like smart at all, it's really hard for the enemies to kill you because you could just like crouch or go prone whenever you start getting shot. Unfortunately, Modern Warfare Remastered doesn't have free spectating. I would have made this like with an actual picture of the map, but because I don't have that, I had to just use like the minimap view. But I made this to show like all the kill zones in the map. The red is everything that you could kill, and then the green is where the spot is. So as you can see, you could really lock down pretty much every, like the middle area is really locked, and like the A side's really locked. And even the C side, it seems like they're more safe over there. But the way they have to travel to get to you is either through the construction building or around the like side alley thing. And like you can cut down both the ways they have to enter. You could just pre-aim that door into the construction building just fine and kill them. And then you could see like the little alley that past the staircase they have to run past very easily as well. So it's really easy to just lock them in their spawn. I think this works best if you have A on domination, just because if they have A, there's a lot more open areas they could spawn at and kill you, whereas with C, they kind of come at you slower. I also made this picture to show all like the counter spots to this. In this picture, the red is where the enemies could see you well and shoot you from, and then I also have these screenshots of these spots. And now I'm just going to talk more about fighting it. For fighting this, you want like the same type of weapon you would want if you're up there, something strong with like high damage and accuracy over range, so something like an M16 or an RPD. A sniper can also work really well to abuse like the connection advantage when you peek out. If you're already scoped in, there's not really much the person on the building can do to react just because of the way like lag works. And then also frag grenades, if you cook it just right, as you'll see here, like if you cook it just right, you can get it onto the building very easily, and then there's not much they can do about that either. Smoke grenades can also be very, very helpful for breaking out of the spawn trap. If somebody has you locked down from this spot, they can't really do much if there's smokes. Like they can spray randomly through and hope they get lucky, but other than that, you're pretty much free if you have smokes. If you want to shoot the guy down, like a lot of these spots show, you just need to be able to see like a good portion of the roof, and if he peeks that side, you can win that gunfight very easily if you're already waiting on him, because he has a lot to worry about up there. Because since he can see a lot, he can also be shot from a lot of different areas. And if you and a teammate work from like 2 different spots that could see the roof well, you're pretty much always going to be able to kill him. If you're up here, like if you're the person up on the building doing like taking advantage of it, you really just want to fill gaps, look at your radar and see what your teammates are watching, and then try to cover whatever they're not watching. Since you can watch pretty much everything with like very minimal moving, like it doesn't take you really any time at all to reposition and watch that cut, you really just need to pay attention to your minimap and fill gaps and assist your team in whatever way you can. If you have a teammate that's using this, like you're in a party with them and your friends, it can be very useful if like the rest of your team is locking down the map well and you trust them to actually sit in the second story and help your teammate. If he's getting shot from people, like they're focusing on him, he could just lay down and then you from the second story can kill them. They're not going to really even expect it, even if it's been done to them multiple times. You and your friend can really just bait and switch them really well, and it works pretty much every time, I think. And then even if they do kill him, since you're on the second story, you can quickly just get onto the third story and then just never really lose control of the roof at all. You can just constantly be taking advantage of this spot. This does allocate a third of your team to controlling this one spot, but I think this position is worth it since it can cover so much of the map. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something useful by watching this video, and comment down below if there's any other power positions you would like to see covered. I plan on making probably one of these a week. There's a lot of different power positions in Modern Warfare Remastered, so there's a lot of videos I could make on this topic. Newer Call of Duties don't really have these as much. Modern Warfare Remastered had a lot of good power positions. Modern Warfare 2 as well. But they've kind of gone away from that in recent years, and it kind of like limits the control you can have on the map, and spawns flip more often, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this for something like Infinite Warfare. But just comment down below if you would like to see that. Thanks.